doing it.
Speaking of trash, we're live. And who are you?
Yeah, I'm the Bo one, the cold one, John. Colorized Lawson. I'm getting my beard back, folks. It's coming back.
Yeah, that's what we've all been waiting for. Anyway,
Yes.
I'm Brent Leary.
Yeah.
I know they've missed
My
that.
beard.
No, missed my greeting because last week we were kind of on. Well, I must apologize for last
Yeah,
week.
exactly.
Actually, I'll take the hit.
Tell the folks
Yeah, so the game plan
we had
was
it all set
actually
up.
the
All set
game
up.
plan was since the cold one, the bold one, John Cold Rice Lawson was speaking at the Mind Meld event. What's that called again?
TSP Live.
TSP Live. He was speaking. What were you like closing the show down or something?
No, that was Ramon Ray.
Okay, well you were on that last day
I
where
was on the
that was.
last day.
All right. So you were on the main keynote stage
Yes.
for the last day, and I was thinking since it was a Saturday, a low traffic day, I was gonna make the pilgrimage up north to was it Alfreda or something like that? I was gonna go up there. We were gonna try to do one of these lives so I could, school Mr. Lawson in front of his many fans.
Was not going to happen. Good thing you didn't do that.
I was really looking forward to it too.
Good
'Cause
thing you
I
didn't
had
do
some
that.
stuff waiting for those people. I was ready,
Yeah.
but unfortunately my back wasn't because I spent the past week. I did like Mr. Ice, rented a dumpster, trying to throw a whole bunch of stuff out. But see, I had to do it all on my own.
Yes.
And I kind of forgot that,
And like
I'm not that young anymore.
right. So sort of like, Joe Biden, you're
No, wait a minute. We don't need to go there. We definitely do not need to go there. I'm just gonna say I did a little too much. My back started disagreeing with what I was doing, and I had to take it easy for a couple of days, including that Saturday, which did not allow me to make the journey up to Alfreda.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was real funny. Yeah. Well, you saw how much stuff I threw out, right? You know how much I threw out.
So. Yeah, you threw out a whole dumpster's worth.
And apparently I threw out my back as an addition.
Yeah, along with the back.
But anyway, so we are here on a special long holiday.
Yeah, that's true. It is a long holiday weekend.
Yes, it is. And you wanted to do some sort of recap. What you want to talk about? What you told the folks, or what?
I'm just saying, man.
What happened at the event?
So much activity. One thing I will say is that several people came up to me and expressed how much they enjoy our show, especially Freddie. So Freddie,
who's Freddie?
Shout out to Freddie. You remember Freddie was here 2 weeks ago.
Oh, he's yeah, Freddie.
Yes.
Fab Five. Yeah, I remember him.
He said Fab Five. Yeah. He'll get a kick out of that one. But he said he tries to catch us often, and he was really, really enjoys the show. And I was like, wow, I didn't know you were here that much. He said, yeah, because I was talking, that week, but I'm here often. So there you go.
Where is he based? Is he in Atlanta?
He's in Chicago.
Oh, Chi-Town.
Chi-Town. Right. And that's probably why another thing is this weekend, is New Orleans Essence Fest. So I'm sure a lot of our audience is traveling this weekend too. So
how big is Essence Fest these days?
My God, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talking a couple thousand people or
no, tens of thousands.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know how Essence is ridiculous.
I kind of lost track of Essence, man. I mean, do they still put out a print magazine?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it does print. I think it's finally retired print.
Does anybody do print? I mean, I think I still get I get some magazine. What is it? Wired. I think I still get a print Wired magazine.
Every month?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
There ain't
Yeah,
nothing coming every month. I
yeah,
don't think
nothing
anything.
comes every month. You know,
Oh, look who's with us.
Sherry,
#1 Prince fan.
the #1 Prince fan.
That's right. I got to give it to her because she had some stuff. Essence is still in print. Okay, so there you go.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. There you
Thank
go.
you, because I had lost track. Well, because I don't think is Black Enterprise still in print? I mean,
Wow.
or I don't think Jet. I think Jet is long gone.
Jet's been gone.
Yeah,
I think even Ebony's gone.
I would be surprised.
I think both of those are gone.
So Essence is kind of like the only one out there, huh?
Let's see. Essence Fest.
Is Right On still up?
Right On. That would be awesome.
I don't think they're still there.
No, of course not. I mean, we're too big.
I don't think BE is.
No.
I used to love BE. I used to love Jet BE. I mean, one of the happier days in kind of like my professional life was when
oh my god,
Black Enterprise put out the November 2008 edition, that had Barack Obama on the cover, and it kind of talked about his run for presidency. And there's multiple articles in there, and one of them was on how he used social media, and they featured me and David Bullock because we had that Barack 2.0 stuff going, and they had us all throughout that article in that one particular episode.
Look at this. Can you see that?
What? 500,000 people?
42 million.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? What's that for? Now that can't be for the Essence thing.
Yeah.
500,000 people are going to that?
Attendance of 500,000 people. Essence Fest.
What?
That's crazy.
That is nuts. I had no idea it was that big.
That's crazy. And I know a young lady, she does a travel agency, and she's taking 300 women.
Damn. Is that this weekend?
Yeah. Started yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
500,000. That's like bigger than any tech conference I know.
Shuts it down, bro.
Amazing.
Shuts it down. And check this out. Guess who is doing a reuniting for this?
Peaches and Herb.
No.
I'm sorry. You said reunited.
Cash Money.
DJ Cash Money?
No.
What? Who's Cash Money?
The Cash Money crew.
Oh! They're down there.
Huge.
They don't got nothing better to do.
Really? Yeah.
What is it? Juvenile and
all of them. That's what they're supposed to be all.
Lil Wayne is involved.
Lil Wayne's on there. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
First of all, shout out to Ramon Ray.
What's up?
Ramon, we were just talking about the end of the TSP Mind Meld conference, and you and the Cold One, the Bold One, Cold Rise Lawson, you guys closed it down. I hear you shut it down. That's what I heard.
He brought a rubber chicken on stage.
Oh, what?
And don't get me started.
Rubber chicken.
Isn't that crazy?
What the hell? Is he going for a Shecky Green? I mean,
he did a Shecky. He did a
Shecky. Oh my God, Ramon! Don't be bringing rubber chickens on, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, he made it work. He brought the energy.
So Sherry said she went the year Prince was at the Essence Festival.
Yeah, I remember that. It was maybe 2 years. Like what?
He did it 2 years in a row?
No, I'm thinking 2 years before he passed.
Oh, okay. Like 2014-ish?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I said 94. 2014. Yeah.
Happy Friday, Ryan Sterling Scott. Wow, you got 3 nice names. Ryan Sterling Scott.
That's Dad's boxer.
Wait, okay. But first of all, look, I'm okay with the players. I don't know about the pimp stuff there, Ryan.
I'll be a pimp.
All right, you can be the pimp. I am a player. I am a CRM player, by the way. Thought I'd throw that in there. So Ramon said TSP was amazing. You were talking about how many people came to that. Let's talk a little bit about that.
That's over 1,000 people.
1,000 people.
Yes, the room was stacked, man.
And Magic was there, right?
And Magic. Oh, bad news.
What?
Bad news.
What?
So here's the deal. Magic Johnson. Hey, Tashawn. What's up? Magic
Tashawn. Hey,
Johnson.
Tashawn. Wait a minute. Before you get to Magic
Yes.
Johnson. Hey, Tashawn. I'm here too. By the way. I mean, I'm just
I don't
saying.
know you.
I know you don't know me, but I'm here.
Okay.
All right. You can continue now. Jesus. I hate being
So-
ignored.
So Magic Johnson only flies private, right?
That's okay.
Obviously, right?
Yeah.
But Magic Johnson is his private jet is too big for any of the smaller airports.
Really?
Yes.
So he would have to come into
He has to come
Hartsfield
into
Jackson.
Hartsfield Jackson. Right.
Wow.
And as long as the president's plane is on the ground, there's no private jets allowed to land at that airport.
Oh, right. He was in. Oh, he jacked him up, huh?
Jacked up. Did not find out about that till 48 hours later.
What?
48 hours before.
So he couldn't make it.
He could not get. There was no way to get him in the city.
Did they do bring him in virtually?
Nope.
So what happened? Who had to fill out?
They got a stand-in.
Who was the stand-in? Oh, okay. Was it a rubber chicken? I mean,
no. Damon John.
Okay.
No, it was fantastic. I felt that way a little bit too.
I'm sorry.
Because I've been at a number of Damon's events, I've seen him 3 times,
Okay.
Why are you hating on Damon?
You know why? I shot you that video. I'm not down with his program.
Oh, I don't remember.
He was making enough money. He's doing what he was. He didn't.
Oh, because he was doing
he starts going. He went to the dark side.
He did the hotel tour.
He went to the dark side.
The hotel tour.
Trying to sell people. What he did to my boy Al Bubba Baker? No.
I don't know about that.
You know about that.
Al Bubba Baker.
The former Detroit Lions all-time great.
No, I do not know what he did.
He went on that Shark Tank thing with the barbecue.
Man, I don't want to even deal with that one.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even know about
that. I'm Team
like
Bubba.
I said, that was you only heard
Bubba.
one side of that story.
No, I've seen Team Bubba. I'm Team Bubba.
Anyway.
Sorry, Sherry. I'm not.
Well, anyway,
I'm just saying.
Damon John was fantastic.
Hey, J.R. Bird.
He was a surprise because, like we said, 48 hours. Didn't know
what was he talking about. Give me, is he talking about what was he talking about? I'm very curious.
He came. Well, because of course this was last minute, so he just came out and sat and did an interview.
Okay, like a fireside chat.
Fireside chat, right?
Okay, that's cool.
But what was great about it is probably like 10 minutes, 15 minutes into the interview, he realized where he was.
What?
And it was like, yeah.
He was fronting like
not really, but he brought the shark, Damon, and we ended up with regular
Damon.
Yeah, the brother Damon.
Shout out Amber. Hey Amber,
just fantastic. He was very transparent. He stayed. He answered questions from the audience. He really just was very. He gave a lot.
I would be totally positive about him up until he started doing all the coaching stuff and what he did to my boy Al Bubba Baker and his family. I'm just saying. There it is. Yeah, Fubu. Yeah, Fubu was great. I thought when they were doing the Fubu stuff.
We got Fubu Damon. Yeah, not Shark Damon.
Oh, that's well, right. Okay. Yeah, I like Fubu Damon.
Yes, that's what we got. I
like that.
That's what we got. We got Fubu
I don't watch
Damon.
Shark Tank because I think it's all just TV.
It's TV.
Yeah, it's not real anymore.
After 10 seasons. But it was just really, it was fantastic.
So let me just add.
It was a great.
So how different is Fubu Damon than TV Damon?
Totally different. Totally different people. I'm not saying totally different people, but like I said, last year he was on at another conference I was at, and I don't know. It's just, he's got to be this. He's not Fubu Damon.
He's
you
real
know?
Damon. Fubu Damon is real Damon.
He's the
Okay.
real Damon. He's the guy you probably see in the hallway, kind of Damon.
See, I think I probably would have
Versus the
liked
guy on
that.
stage.
Like back in the day, I would have really liked that.
Right.
Not so much anymore. Amber, I told folks up front, I had planned to go. I was there. I was really excited because I was going to school your boy in front of his minions, and I hurt my back throwing. So he was spared. Everybody went away happy because they didn't have their hero laid to
Nobody's
rest.
hero. And you would never, never
laid to rest right in front of their eyes.
have been able to do all that.
It would have been so much fun, but maybe next year, something like that.
Wow, thank you,
AI
JR.
John.
Thank
AI
you.
John was out of it. So now you're going by AI John? Is that what it
I
is?
just saying that.
AI John.
That's fine.
Is that the same as G.I. Joe? What the hell? I'm going to start calling you AI. I'm going to start calling you AI John.
That's fine. That's fine. I like that.
AI John. Do you have a kung fu grip, by the way?
I do have a well, anyway.
Thank you, Amber. See, Amber is nice. I like Amber.
Yeah, me too. But
he's
John. Old Amber.
AI John.
Ancient.
With the kung fu grip.
You remember that?
Oh, of course. I did. I had one. I know you had one, right?
Yeah. I did. It was okay. So right, yes, we had a great weekend. A lot was said. A lot of people ended up joining the mind meld, as you call it.
I'm glad it's sinking in.
I did a lot of we had to do these 10-minute coaching sessions, which were called lightning coaching rounds. And wow, that was really kind of cool. I got to meet a lot of people, that I normally wouldn't get to talk to and interact with like that. So that was cool.
So what can you teach in 10 minutes at one of those kind of things?
What can you teach? I mean, more than anything, you can have a mind shift.
And what does that mean?
I mean, we've been taught certain things that need to be unlearned in order to be a successful entrepreneur.
So what's like the top one or two of those things?
I think the one, I don't know, man. For one, I think people overcomplicate things, when it comes to getting started in their business, and they wait for everything to be perfect instead of just launching. You got to get the plane in the air in order to change the direction. I mean, the runway only goes two ways.
See, to me, I'll take the other side of that.
Yeah.
It feels like to me, I see more people who are trying to put the cart before the horse, or is it the horse? Yeah, the cart before the horse, and they don't have everything lined up, and they just kind of scatter off willy-nilly, no real plan, just because they want to get to the good part of it. And I'll say another thing. A lot of these folks, they rather talk about their business than actually do business. They rather talk, kind of want to be looked at the experts. So they put certain things in front of actual concrete steps to put your business in the right position to grow. They want to talk about it. They want people to pay them to talk about it. So they trying to rush to that part and skip some of the really important pieces. And I think I see more of that going on. I think maybe because of the impact social media and now this Gen AI stuff is having, because people are rushing to try to be viewed as like somebody that's important or an expert or that, and they haven't really done anything yet. It's just so maddening.
Yeah, I mean, I see that, but more of what I'm really stressing is that people are trying to wait for perfect. And that just never comes. It's over perfect, trying to be perfected all the time.
Yeah, there's a pocket of people.
There like he goes.
There's a pocket. Yeah, Freddie's here. Freddie's,
we just talked about you, Freddie. You just missed it.
Yeah, you did. He said some really nice things about you too.
Yeah, I did, but I told him how much we can't stand Brent, but that's okay.
And here we are, really having a nice, positive discussion. Here we got to go. All right, JR. Let's see. JR says the great thing at TSP is it's hard to fake it when you are there with people that know the real deal about entrepreneurship.
That's true.
So really,
That's true.
But people still try to fake it there, don't they? Do you
Not
think?
really. I think everybody gets in the room and realizes that, you could sit here and fake it, or you could actually sit here and get out what is available to you. You know what I'm saying? And so the conversations are very genuine. It's extremely genuine. So, it's like if I have a need, this is the place to get it fulfilled.
So wait a minute. So there's not a lot of fronting going on?
Nah, I don't think so. Nah.
Because at every
I don't,
conference I go
that's
to,
funny.
there's a
Yeah,
certain
that
amount
you
of
mentioned
fronting.
that. Yeah, you mentioned that. And it's like, nah, there's not that. But I never thought about it until now.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's not like people come up to me. It's like, other places people might come up to you and be like trying to pitch you and trying to tell you to get involved with,
Exactly.
right? At this kind of a conference, they got some, bro, I got a question for you, Coach John. Can I ask you a question kind of vibe? So it's not real. Yeah, it's definitely, that's a big difference. I've never even thought about. So people are there to get what they can get, not there to be fronting. And most people, I mean, sure there's people that be fronting too, but
yeah.
not as much.
So another thing you just said that kind of sticks home a bit. Most people, it feels like when they go to conferences, the main thing they're going for is the networking, not so much to go to the sessions and all that kind of stuff, but really,
yeah, it's all about
network. So what percentage of folks that went to TSP were, well, give me the breakdown in terms of networking versus trying to get certain lot knowledge and learning. What percentage of people, what the breakdown for that kind of
I the thing is that for one, everybody's in the room. Most of the people are in the room. Even when we had night sessions, the night sessions were like 70% full. You know what I'm saying?
What are the night sessions like?
So I'm just saying, I mean, we go all day until 5 or 5:30, and then we break and then come back in at 7 to 9.
But is that more networking?
7:30.
No,
it's more. No, it's more.
So it's more like sessions and
it's rapid fire sessions. They're shorter sessions. So we had the coaches on talking about how to generate rapid cash in 30 days. So those sessions were like 20 minutes each. So it was like, boom, rapid fire. Here's a plan. Here's a strategy. Here's a strategy. Here's a strategy. Then you have people that will do interviews and sit downs for more Q&A.
Okay.
So it's definitely. But the deal is what I really mean is like that. There's and everybody knows right after this, the lobby is going to be networked full, and they will stay up to 2:00 in the morning.
Damn.
I mean, they network like crazy while they're there.
Our mutual friend Alan Bergson is asking
traffic, sales, and profit.
Yeah, tell him give him the high level pitch for TSP or what.
Yes, Traffic, Sales, and Profit is a organization based out of Atlanta, Georgia, led by Lamar and Ronnie Tyler. And it is primarily a Black business organization, although we let a couple of white people in if we like them.
Well, I'm sure they were grateful.
Yeah, they snuck in, but I'm just teasing. But it's definitely a for us, by us kind of vibe. And that's what happened when Damon was on stage. See, because we have a DJ and, Cento, he's always on cue.
I hear he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's great, right?
I hear he might be like on par with me. That's what I've heard. So just saying. I don't know what the laughter is about.
I'm thinking about how high your handicap has to be. But so he said something, and like the theme of this show was definitely, They Not Like Us. I don't know if you're familiar with the song, right?
Who is not familiar with that song?
Great. Thank you. I'm glad. So
I was especially on Team Kendrick before that.
Yeah. So I mean, he said something, and then that's, that cued the little part. Daylight like us, daylight. And
So there was a bunch
Damon
of
was
people
like,
in there going crazy.
pretty much, yeah. But I mean, so Damon was like, "Whoa, okay, what just happened?" Right?
Oh,
And
he
then
did
he
not know.
realized
He didn't know that.
he didn't know the vibe, man. He just didn't know the.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? He didn't know
he had
that
never
it was.
been to one of these
Yeah,
before.
this is a family picnic. So.
He didn't start talking about A minor. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man. Ooh. Yeah.
Just kidding, folks.
No, you're not.
Not really.
Not
Just
really.
uh,
Man,
it,
that's
it is what it is. All right.
it is what it is.
So that was great. You and Ramon were the last guys standing, huh?
No, I was before lunch. Ramon was last guy standing.
So he was after lunch with the rubber chicken.
Yeah, he was last, like 4:30.
4:30. That's
Yeah,
a tough spot. I'm
a
sure.
tough
How was it?
spot.
I'm sure he did great. You know,
Fantastic.
that's
You
a tough
know,
spot, but
I
yeah.
mean, it is a tough spot, and it was funny. Somewhere in there, I was like, you're closing the show, bro. He's
You didn't
like,
realize that?
I don't think he totally got the, you know what I'm saying? He's like, because I remember when we were in Austin, he's like, yeah, I remember he said that when he was like, he's like, yeah, I'm kind of like last. And I was like, no, dude, you're closing the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then and he came with his clothes for sure.
He
Yeah.
closed.
Oh, he closed. He closed. He set some people free.
Damn.
I think he laid hands on people. He did all kind of.
Yeah, okay. Sorry to have missed that.
You missed a lot, man. You missed so much.
Oh well. Maybe next year.
Yeah, and Freddie, I don't know if you put that up, but about the caliber of people.
Yeah, I put
out of
it up
10 is
before.
definitely, yeah, the caliber of people, amazing. And they already know when you might not have ever been to one, but when you get in the room, you get the vibe. We're
Wait a
gonna
minute.
have fun. What?
We gotta address this last comment from JR here. Ramon closed the show like Aretha Franklin.
I don't know what that means. I don't. What I miss?
I know he wasn't singing.
What I miss on that one? I don't
Yeah,
know.
JR, you might have to explain
you
that
have
a
to
little bit.
tell us what that
that's
is like.
That's one hell of a statement there.
Yeah, because man, Aretha, she be shutting it down. Well, Ramon shut it down. I wouldn't go
Maybe
on
that's
stage
what he's
after
saying.
that.
Maybe
Yeah,
he shut
I
it
wouldn't
down
go
like
on
Aretha
stage
Franklin.
after that.
Okay.
However, in the night session, I really want to give a shout out, because we have her name is Mother Woods, right?
Who the hell is that? I don't
Brandy
know.
Woods. She calls herself Mother Woods.
Who's
She's
Brandy
the host.
Woods?
She's the host of the conference.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So she does, 3 days of hosting. And then she was the last speaker in the evening. Okay. So she was like the last speaker.
Okay.
And what she did, I thought was so amazing because really she came in with a message about what are you going to do your next 100 days, and then what are you going to do in the next 10 days, and it really, and then she had people come up to the mic and say, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And then I thought that was it really set the tone for when you're leaving here, you're going to take some action. So it's not just about getting all riled up and all this, but it's like, what action are you going to take? What are you going to be held accountable for? And I thought that was really fantastic. And for her to do a presentation after doing all of that hosting, I don't know how she does it. I mean, that's a lot.
What does she do for a living?
She owns she teaches women how to do childcare.
Teaches women how to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Like open it. Yeah, I was going to say
childcare center.
They're pretty good on their own doing that.
Yeah. They do have a little built-in kind of. Yeah. I get you. But no, how to
like a healthcare business, childcare business kind of thing?
Yes. And she's got an amazing following, and she puts on her own, show on that subject matter. And wow, she broke it all down, man. How she went from, doing nothing to doing a multiple seven-figure business now.
This Freddie says, and now Brandy is hosting for
Is she really?
Chanteria's
Oh
300.
my gosh.
I don't see it. Who is that? Who's Chanteria?
Chanteria.
I don't know. Who that is.
Chanteria is the one I was just telling you about that took 300 people to New Orleans at the end of.
Oh, she's the one. Okay.
So she's hosting down there with those guys.
Hosting what?
I don't know.
I don't.
You never know. Whatever.
Maybe they have a side.
They're doing
thing
all
going.
kind of stuff.
When you have 500,000 people, you can do a lot of sides.
You can do a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. You know.
And Freddie says, yeah, that she's a force. All right.
Yes, she really is, bro. I was like, damn.
Amber says those 100-day sprints are amazing. I did it for the first of this year.
All right.
This year.
100-day sprint.
Have you ever see? I don't know. All right, folks. I'll be the first to admit I don't go to a lot of events of this nature. So I'm probably missing out on a lot of stuff. I don't know a lot of the things that apparently are taking place at these kind of things. Because I don't know anything about 100-day sprints or whatever.
You've heard of the what's it 12-week year?
No, I've not heard of it.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell is a 12-week year? I
can't help you, bro. I mean, you're just
what's a 12-week year? I don't know.
Like a best-selling business book. It's called the 12
I told you, man. I do not read a lot of business books.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, 12-week year is one of those business books.
Look at that hashtag.
Yeah, I tried, bro.
He did. Look, he did. He got me a free pass and everything.
He was supposed to come.
I was coming, but my back said you ain't going nowhere. So
he was supposed to come.
Unfortunately, couldn't do it. I'm next year.
All right, January. We're gonna get him there in January.
Oh, there's something in January. Okay.
Yeah, we got game plan in January. So.
Is that gonna be in Alpharetta too?
That's gonna be in Alpharetta too. Yes, sir.
They should try doing stuff in Buckhead or something.
Ugh.
That's closer. still far away.
It's still far away. That's okay. That's okay. You can handle it, bro. You can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the 12 hour, but the 12-week year is about, packing in what you're going to do in a year in the 12 weeks, right? And then executing it for those 12 weeks. So 100-day sprint is like, what are we going to do? And then executing.
Do these things actually work?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because, here's the thing, and there's other parts to it, because you get into groups of people and you hold each other accountable. It's like, here's what I want to do in the next 100 days. And let's make it a real goal that you can accomplish. And then now let's do it. So yeah, it absolutely works,
How you need to do this in like a small group setting or something? Like,
no, you can do it, you got to have a process around it. I mean, come on, at least write it down.
Okay, so JR is saying
break it in.
It's used to Agile Scrum. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. You used his terms and language. So yes, it's an Agile Scrum project.
That made sense to me.
I know it does.
I know. Yeah. All right.
So there you go.
All right. Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And I love all the comments and people talking about this and the positivity that it has garnered. So, I mean,
you can't argue with that.
I can be very cynical at some points.
You think? Really? You could? Oh, that's
because this is just not, I'm not in that world. I don't travel in that space. I don't operate in that space. So it doesn't come naturally for me to be like involved in this. But this is really interesting hearing you talk about, and also seeing these people that are also engaged in that and how positive
so happy I have people. Yay. Because I've been trying to tell them for years, guys.
Oh, I mean, I'm not doing any of that stuff, but I'm just saying.
I mean,
I'm just saying I'm not as I think
got some validation here.
I think it must be helpful for some folks, and that's great.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't helpful. I wouldn't. If it was just a bunch of crap, there's no way I'd hang out. But no, people become absolutely, they see it's great to see your dream and because you have dreams, you have visions, you have goals, but sometimes you just don't know what you don't know. And you're oftentimes around people that can kill your
Kill your dream.
Yeah.
Anybody in the comments here, I would be very interested in hearing how has this TSP, has that helped you reach your dreams? Has it helped you shape the dreams? I'm very curious as to how some of the stuff that we talked about, has it manifested itself into actually helping you reach a goal, a dream, an objective, something like that. I'm just curious because I mean, once again, I'm skeptical in nature. You know, I don't like the Tony Robbins kind of people. I think they're a bunch of full of it. But that's me.
Yeah.
I would love to find out from you guys.
This ain't no Tony Robbins.
I'm good. All right. So let's see. JR says my business partner is like Brent. Hate.
Oh,
you know what? I don't. You know what? I don't necessarily hate conferences. I hate a lot of people that go.
You have what?
I hate some of the people that go to conferences.
Oh,
because it comes off like they're trying to sell me on something, or they're trying to pitch me on something, and I'm not there to be pitched to. I'm not there, you know, for that reason. It just feels like there's a lot of people trying to front like they know everything and that kind of thing. I can't take it. That's all.
Yeah, I have to go back to standing next to Brent when this young lady comes up.
Yeah, please explain that, because it's not something that I haven't taken on this persona.
Because you explain it, because I want you to give your version so people understand.
All right, so if I recall correctly, we were at a business conference. Was that a Tribune event?
It was probably a Tribune.
I think it was probably an Atlanta Tribune event, because back in the day, I wrote the technology column for the Atlanta Tribune for years, and they used to do a number of events throughout the course of the year. And you know, they are pretty well attended events of business focused folks. And you know, at one of these events, I guess it was just during the a break in the formal agenda or something like that. And people were, you know, introducing themselves and, you know, talking, which I thought was great. So this one young lady came up to both of us. I don't know if it was cornered me, but you were right there too, by the way. And she came up and introduced herself. And then I said, "Oh, it's nice to meet you. My name is so-and-so." And I don't know if I asked her what she does or how it came up, but she said something to the effect of she was what, a business coach? Or
no, it wasn't even that easy.
What was it? I
oh my gosh, it was almost like a high priestess or something.
Oh, good Lord!
It was something.
Whatever she said, crazy. I know my immediate facial reaction went to stone, and I immediately passed her over to, well, you know, John. And then as soon as
walked away.
You know,
wow, I was like, damn, Brent just left me hanging with the high priestess of scented candles or something.
I don't know what it was, but it wasn't like I did it on purpose. I just tuned out on her and I couldn't take it and I had to roll. And you know, that happens at a lot of different events when people start coming over to you and it sounds like they're saying some BS.
Yeah.
And I don't have a face that hides that stuff really well. So I don't do well in those situations. So it's, you know, it's not that I hate conference, because there's some really good conferences that you get a lot of value out of, and like you guys got out of TSP. But sometimes to get to the value, you have to go through that nonsense, and that's just not for me. So that's why I kind of limit where I go, because I don't want to have to deal with a lot of that stuff. So that's all. Let's see. Freddie said we're still working, but one of our TSP collaborations is in the high 7 figures.
Yeah.
And added an amazing arm of our business. See, now that's great.
Yeah.
That's great to hear. High 7 figures.
Yeah.
I love hearing that kind of stuff.
Taking a bunch of people to Africa multiple times now.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Amber says people that will tell you the truth are in the TSP family. So how many people like hear the truth and it's not the truth they wanted to hear at one of these events?
A lot. I mean, because truth is truth, you know. And this one, I think one of the main themes, you know, when Lamar got up there was about the pivot. You know, don't be afraid to pivot in a time like this, because a lot of businesses are feeling the pinch of the what I like to call silent economy of you know, a recession, silent recession we're having, you
Mm.
know. And
By the way, shout
it's
out
interesting.
Tiffany. I don't think we
Hey,
said hello to
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Yeah, they can't handle the truth there, Tiffany.
Sometimes people can't handle the truth about their business, but you will hear the truth.
Well, that's good. That's another positive. If people are able to have real talk
Yeah. Be
and
like,
not, the fake it till you make it nonsense that you get at a lot of these things. Yeah, I think it was the Senate candles, Amber. I'm sorry. I think it might have been.
It was. It was the same thing.
It might have
Oh
been,
my
man.
gosh. And I mean, it was anyway, I can't even remember.
I'm
It was
sorry,
so
but
long
yeah.
ago.
If I ran into that person right now, I would not know who they were, because as soon as she said what she said, I just tuned out. I don't remember anything other than that last line about she was a coach with candles or something. And I was like, well, I'm out the door.
Hey, I
Sorry.
mean, center candles are a great hustle.
I'm not saying they're not, but
I got a buddy that's doing real well at center
it
candles.
wasn't
But
just
it
the
wasn't
Senate.
just that. It
It
was the
wasn't
high
just
priestess.
that's what I'm
It
saying,
was the
man.
high priestess part.
It was that.
And then she was saying something about, where your sun is and the moon and I was like, dude, I'm not the one.
Looked like somebody got real with Tiffany. Said my partner told me my photos were awful. I thought I was.
Oh no,
That's kind of rough.
that is a little rough, but hey.
All right, but in retrospect, Tiffany, was your partner telling the truth? Being a little too harsh? Let us know. We'd like to know. JR says 5 days out of TSP, I have rebranded 2 company corps and talks to expand the law firm by. Oh wait, he's got a law firm.
He works with a law firm.
Oh, okay. Met 3 out of them at TSP and spent yesterday automating my AI content creation based on. Well, there's your first mistake there, JR. You were doing good until that last part. I'm just kidding. I give the guy a lot of grief on this show, but he's one of the few folks that actually does talk the talk and walk the walk when it comes to this. So I got to give him his credit for that.
That's right.
Just don't like doing it too much.
That's right. Guess what I did Monday?
What's that?
I gave the keys.
Oh, you told me. Yeah, I saw it on Facebook.
I know, man. It's
so
crazy.
You got out of that warehouse finally.
I'm out of there. I'm right out of there.
Right? Yeah, she was the wrong priest of candles, apparently. There. Just saying.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
All right, let's ask these folks this, because we are just past,
folks today.
We just passed the half-year mark.
Yes.
Got basically 6 months to go in the rest of the year. What are some of the goals for the rest of the year? You guys have got me talking about this TSP stuff. I'm just curious. Do you have goals for the next 6 months? What are they?
What are your goals for the last 6 months of this year?
Yeah. What about you? Do you have any goals for the last 6 months?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I do. I have big, ginormous goals.
Well, yeah. There's a big, ginormous number coming at the end, at the beginning of next year. But what are you?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man. Hey, so
what's your goals for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I'm starting, and this is but I am actually starting a support network for content creators and people that are into AI.
Need a lot of support. I'm not kidding. Content creator is not the best job to be in right now.
Yeah, I think people are doing it the old school way, and now we got to do it the new school way, because content is not going anywhere. I mean, you still have to have it, even though there's more of it. So
while you sprinkling in some of these answers here. So Tiffany says, I want to corner the LA office and AI speaking training work on automations.
Hmm.
All right, tell what is I want to corner the LA office. I don't understand what that means. Could you just let us just explain a little bit about that?
What's the LA office?
Yeah, I don't quite. Oh, the LA market. You know, that's
Wow, look at
that's
all
going to
these-
be
oh,
kind of
okay, yeah.
hard. That's a big market, Tiffany. Is that
And it's a big, it's a big, you know,
competitive market?
not really, no, but you know, if I were to say something about AI, I would say get a little more granular.
Yeah, I think because there's so many people at the high level of AI talk. I think you need to get to be a little bit more specific about something that you could really own, a little niche in the
Right.
AI market.
You know, I played a video, and part of my talk was really about it, and it was from the founder of OpenAI, and
Sam Altman.
Sam Altman, yeah, and he was talking about. You remember when everything was mobile, and all the companies were we're a mobile first company, and think about mobile, and he said like 2 years later it was table stakes.
Yep.
You know, so I think we're maybe a year away from that in AI. So yes, you can get a lot of runway from AI just saying that right now, but if you don't figure out the niche inside of that, everything will be AI.
Well, she got a little bit more
There
specific
you go.
here. I'm working with nonprofits, so
There
that's
you
a little
go.
bit more. And then she says on recidivism. So what does that mean? Working for nonprofits on recidivism. I thought that was like people going to
Back
jail
to
over and
jail.
over again.
Maybe
I could be
she
wrong.
works with. Well, maybe she works with people that. She's a nonprofit that works with people so they don't go back to jail.
Okay. Well,
Maybe that sounds.
Amber says she's pivoting in AI and education.
Yeah,
AI is
that's
huge in
amazing.
education.
Huge,
And
huge, and the need is crazy.
Applying, so she's working on applying her knowledge to sell. See,
Well,
selling is to me is one of the hardest parts of this whole
sure.
thing.
Look, guys, if you need to go to contentautomationsecrets.com. I'm doing something on Thursday. It's free. Go do that. Contentautomationsecrets.com. That's going to be a webinar. And I think for you guys in AI, it'll be interesting. Or if you're doing anything in the content space.
Freddie says he's trying to get to 500 members in their new membership program with a stretch goal of 750. We are at 160 right now with a launch closing Sunday. Should get to 200. See, he's very specific.
Exactly.
I like
very specific.
Very specific. That's good stuff. Lots of goals out there.
Lots of goals. Lots of goals. I like that. Yeah. Me on the membership side. I'm definitely getting ready to launch a membership.
Oh, wait. So you got a Freddie kind of goal?
Well, I don't have that many. I'm trying to get 100, but
come on, man. All the minions out there, you should already have that.
Look, dude, whatever. 100 people in a membership. My goal by the end of the month. 100 people.
By the end of this month. Okay.
Yeah. 100 people into this month.
I'm sure some of these folks here
saying it out loud.
Yeah, some of these folks will probably sign up right away.
Well, we'll see.
Just don't ask me.
You better. You better. Matter of fact, I'm doubling the price for you. Just for you.
You didn't ask me if I had any goals.
What are your goals?
I don't have no damn goals. I'm just my goal is to make it to another end of the year. Alive and sane.
With your back in order.
Yeah, with a working back.
Oh my gosh. You're so stupid.
I'm enjoying. Look, I went to 12 events the first half of the year. I'm enjoying the couple of months off. Mm-hmm. And then it starts back.
Gets crazy again.
Yeah, after Labor Day, it starts off back. So I'm doing all my goals right now, like stuff I want to do before I even get to Labor Day.
Before you get busy again.
Yeah, that's why I hurt my back throwing a bunch of stuff out.
Yeah. You should have cleared out that damn shelf behind you.
No, that's all my good stuff.
That's all the stuff you buy and never use.
No, that's first of all, it looks cool behind me, you know. Except I do need to clear out that some of them boxes on the underneath
Of
part.
the stuff that you never use.
Nah,
You
those
buy
boxes,
and never use.
you know what? Those boxes have lots of cables because you buy all this
Cables.
junk. You got to cable your
Yeah.
old. It's I hate cables. That's one of my goals. Try to minimize
eliminate
the
cables.
cables. Yes. That
Hmm.
okay, yeah. I'm doing an event with
Okay.
my business
Right.
partner Paul
That's
Greenberg.
right. You got a live event
A
coming.
live event gonna be in Buckhead because we ain't trying to go to no Alpharetta. That's too damn far. We're going to the Atlanta Tech Village, November 11th and 12th. It is an invite only event because it's
And
kind of
I have
limited.
not been invited, folks. Just letting y'all know.
He's on the fence. We'll see. He might
Just
get
letting y'all know.
he might get an
I ain't
invite.
thinking, man, whatever.
But
I will crash the party, and I'm bringing TSP people with me. That's what I'm gonna do. We just gonna crash.
Yeah, you can go crash, and the cops will be right there for you.
He's like, you gonna call the cops? Oh Lord.
But anyway, you know that is true. We want to have a really good event. So that's one goal for me. Yeah, as you know, I don't like doing physical events because we've done them in the past, and it's hard to do that stuff.
It's a lot of work.
That's why when you talk about TSP getting 1,000, that's huge.
I can't even imagine.
But then think about this Essence thing you talked about, 500,000. Oh my God.
Well, you know, here's the thing about Essence, though. You know, I don't think all those people come to Essence.
What do they come just to party?
Yeah, a lot of people just
to be
come
around.
To New Orleans.
Is it like South by Southwest just to be around?
I'd say more like Freaknik, but yes.
Okay. By the way, check out the Hulu documentary.
I am in the middle of watching that as we speak.
Yeah.
It was awesome to see it. It was like, wow, were you here back then? Or did you?
No, I was living in Delaware still, but one of my best friends growing up went to Morehouse in the late 80s and early 90s. And I would come
Freddie,
he'd do
a good in-person event. You do a good I think your people need it,
Why are you waffling?
And it's probably because you don't want to have to deal with all the crap. Let
me give you a reason to do, or potentially a reason to do one, because it's the reason that we're doing it. We everybody, it's so easy to do anything virtual now. Everybody's doing it. So one of the things that we're hoping will distinguish us is to do a really good live event that's targeted to a certain audience, not for everybody, and try to cater the experience of the event in such a way that it really does stand out and make people remember. And oh man, that was great last year. They did this thing, and we've never seen it done in the industry like that. So we're looking. It's just another opportunity to try to differentiate, because as the bold one says, everybody is creating content. It's only going to be more and more content. It becomes harder to differentiate. It becomes harder to stand out. So sometimes you have to go back to the future. So doing live events is going to be a bit of a differentiator for the time being. So that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, that's funny.
Not Freaknik. No, we ain't doing Freaknik. No, we ain't doing that.
She said too. She's saying that the Essence Fest is not Freaknik.
Oh, well, I'm glad of that.
It's just a bunch of retired Freaknickers. Let's not get it twisted. I bet you everybody there been to a Freaknik.
Everybody, look, we went to it when it was real.
We all went to a Freaknik.
I do remember the last one where it
was horrible.
They stopped up the highways. Remember that?
That was horrible. It was horrible.
And first of all, it was that was not a college crowd.
No.
It
got to be insane. I mean, really? Having to live through it. I remember we would have to just like, okay, we're not doing anything near downtown for that weekend.
Right.
Be like crazy.
Anyway, this has been a good hour. Thanks to everybody who joined us. Join us again next week. We should be back, I think.
Yeah. JR, you going to do one? Oh, wow. Go for it, bro.
Wow. I think it makes sense, JR. I think it makes sense. I
think so too.
It's not like I look forward to doing
Here's the
it
thing.
because some
Don't
stuff
try
is
to
hard.
do it huge. Try to do it
Yeah,
special.
targeted. Like that's what we got. We have up to 200 people. I went the event organizer route, so somebody who's kind of managing all that stuff. Because I hate doing that stuff. I hate doing all those little details, but it's you got to do it and you got to do it right. And if you do it right and you got it in a nice place and it's an easy place for people to get to, and you got great content, that's a way to stand out because everybody's doing AI generated stuff. You gotta mix it up. You gotta have some additional, you gotta have something different. That's the way I view it. So
Cool.
There's my goal. That's my goal, and I'm sticking to it.
Well,
Damn it.
We'll see how it pans out in November.
Yeah, we will see. Or I might get panned. I don't know. We'll see. But you gotta take your shot. You gotta shoot your shot every now and again. So
every once in a while.
That's
the whole thing that we started off with. You just gotta get out there and do it.
Different like what? You got to be different. You got to stand out. You got to do something because everybody is rushing to Gen AI and to create content in automated fashion. Sometimes you got to do things that just swim against what everybody else is doing because you want to stand out, and you can't stand out by doing things the same way that everybody else is doing them. That's just that's the way I look at it. And sometimes you got to kind of do things that sometimes you just wouldn't have done before, but it makes sense to do them now because it gives you an opportunity to stand out. That's what I'm thinking. That's all. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. Thanks for joining us. And let me ask you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Ask him. Oh, what's this? The flashcards? Wait a minute. Let me get this in one. I agree with the contrarian. That's why our Black History flashcards worked in the app forward world.
Oh, that's cool.
In the app, I like that. In the app forward world.
App forward world. Sounds like ChatGPT wrote that.
Yeah.
In an app forward world. You know how they do that.
Yeah.
But that's good. I like that. That's a good point.
Gotta solve some problems.
Yeah.
Okay. You go solve them problems, Amber.
Well, no, she's saying that you're being different has to solve some problems.
Of course it does. You don't do it just to be different.
Right.
You got to definitely have a motive and a reason to do it. But you got to figure out ways to stand out. And it's getting harder and harder. I mean, damn, you look at how many YouTube channels have come up. And remember back in the day maybe a year.
Yeah, a year ago.
I used to really be interested in the reaction stuff.
Now
there's so many of them. It's just so ridiculous.
It's funny. I saw a reaction to that's what I saw. I saw reaction videos, and he called it flashback reactions. So he went way, way back, and he's watching old live performances. I was like, oh, I like live performances, but yeah.
Yeah, after a while, you got people,
But that's the way it is. I mean,
because it's kind of easy. It's relatively easy to do.
It's not only that; it's like once people find out what's working, they try to duplicate,
and then it becomes too much.
Yep.
And then you don't want to pay attention to any of it anymore.
It has the opposite effect.
So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just got to switch it up. You got to do things a little different and maybe a little more time consuming. May cost a little bit more. But if your end result is wanting people's attention and being able to convert that attention into whatever you want to convert it into, you got to really start thinking, how can I stand out beyond what everybody else is doing?
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And that's why I stand out so much, because I'm
okay.
I was waiting for the facial.
Okay. Well, no, I'm sorry. Did you see that? I'm sorry.
Who couldn't? Stevie Wonder could have saw that. I mean, damn.
I didn't mean to do that.
It looked like you had some kind of a tick.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, thanks. Hopefully see you next week. And this is where we do this. Later.